My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Multistrike Friends and Foes. We're going to be continuing with the Umbra for the final clan. We have the Exiled Umbra and the Exiled Melting Remnant as well, getting us some access to random reforms, should we happen to want them. Ooh, I'm already seeing some use for them, but less use in the final fight. The Molten Encasements being endlessly reformed would be a real feather in my cap, but the Seraph the Chase would be taking a bunch of those stacks away from us. We also have an Excavation Eruption and 2 Making the Morsels here. This could probably be like a setup for... maybe units cost -2, especially with the high cost of everything else in the deck at the moment. Dang. So the thing that I usually like doing here is passing forward a bunch of Ember Drain things and then trying to get from the Melting Remnant the ability to clear my debuffs. So I clear my own debuffs and then just Ember Drain the enemy and just go off, right? Well, not Ember Drain the enemy, but get all of the benefits from cards that otherwise give me Ember Drain. It's just, don't really have access to that here. I can take Aggressive Edible, I guess. Stalwart Snack would be good for eventually doing this. It's just eventually is eventually, you know? And also, a lot of the buffs that we pass forward... not all of the buffs we pass forward, though. Multistrike, Burnout would still apply. Got a Merchant of Steel next to an Umbra banner up next. It's almost certainly going to be the one that I want to go for. I think we just need the damage. Maybe we hybridize later, but for the moment, let's just take some damage. Non-boss enemy unit sent to its spikes 3. I will take this. It's going to be a little bit rough, but hopefully we get some plinks off early. That doesn't count as a plink being gotten off early, that is. So this Primordium is about to pass forward a Daze as well to the frontliner. So setting up on the top line, it can be a little rough here. Plink, please. Thank you. That one's okay, I guess. We don't want to put down the Rubble Morsel because all of these have Slay triggers that give them a damage shield. So definitely doesn't seem the right step for us here. Shouldn't leave a damage shield, but I'll soften up the target a little bit for us. Huh? Huh? My man, you got et. Why are you, here? Turn around and defend it. The Primordium is supposed to go to the Eaten pile? You're not supposed to be able to reform it. But here we are reforming it. Huh? I'm gonna need to see that happen in another fight in the future. I don't... Why? How? But more importantly, why? I could have sworn they changed this to not work like this. I mean, now it's burnt out, definitely. I mean, we killed it. Really? We'll look in the future. It's fine. I'm just very confused. This is not supposed to... but it do, though? And how, though? Perils of Production already gives me the possibility of trying to do the Ember Drain stuff that I was talking about, so... Let's take that one. Molded is direct targeted reform, and if that brings back the Primordium, it brings back the Primordium. God, we're going to need units that actually want burnout, though, because the reform on that will give us... will put burnout on the frontliners. Oh my god, multi-strike. I mean, it has to go on damage shield then, right? Yep. Crucible Warden with damage shields. Pop a multi-strike on you. I'm not going to reroll. Start a battle, enemy units appear on each floor. We have a couple plinks in this deck. Hopefully it's enough. Okay, we got one plink. Sack these two on the bottom line as well. Oh no, but then they're in the wrong pile now. Oh, why'd I do that? Okay, we take one. I mean, do I really want to do a bunch of things here in order to get an extra energy next turn? Probably not, right? Okay, so you are about to die. Now let's see what happens. Let's turn normal speed on. You die? You are eaten. You are in the eaten pile. It's what happened last time? Because it's working normally now. I am so confused. Well, let's pop the speed back up. Okay. All right, I'll happily take my win here. Where's my extra money? Space Prism. And Tumor Assault would actually give me the ability to kill my own Primordium in order to then reform it later, which is an interesting play. Certainly. Extra capacity does seem really nice, though. So much that I want from extra capacity. Another molded targeted, really? We could use Purifying Cleanse or Wicklash to try and get the Primordium to die to burnout, and then we would be able to reform it, but then we reform it one time, and we play it again, and reform it another time, and especially if we're setting up at the top floor, it's constantly applying days to our frontliner. Still try it. Fine, let's try it. Okay, and then here we have... You can go for spell upgrades. I don't think we're going for the Remnant unit anymore. Holdover. Holdover on Perils of Production already means that we have escaped Ember Drain. Plus 10 on a Plink is great. Lower the cost of an Excavated Eruption, so it's actually playable is great. I could re-roll, but I could only get one thing afterwards. If I get money here, maybe. This is money. It's just not... Nah. Do I want to Petty Theft and then reroll for the possibility of getting extra damage on it so we can try and get some money out of it for the end of the run? Fine. Fine. We'll try. I could have given it holdover and plus 10. Plus 10, great. All right, Talos. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't kill me, though. Please don't murder me. We probably don't want to set up on the top floor just because of the dazed. I mean, we're about to get dazed if we do set up on the top floor or the mid floor. It's dazed either way. Let's go damage shield there, and then you're going to... Fine. Here we go. Bunch of extra energy this turn. Ooh, I love it when that turns out to actually be useful. Okay. Nice that we have a target for the petty theft at the absolute least here. That Wicklash just seems like a way to kill my Crucible Warden right now. Petty theft, unfortunately, cannot target my own units, otherwise I would have already done that and then reformed it. Now what do I do, though? Next turn, you're coming up to the top of the floor. Okay, sure, I can put that there. Really? Came up to the wrong floor, friend. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Thankfully, never mind. Never mind, it's actually going to cause problems on this floor because we're going to chump. We're going to have a lot of things eaten by the unit that doesn't necessarily need to eat them. And yeah, now we can't get the Primordium back with the... I don't know what happened in the first battle. It must have died against an enemy's spikes. That's the only thing that can make it make sense in my mind. Something like that happened. Pop all that and then a plink as well. Get a making of a morsel. Frontliner finally dies, so I can actually buff the next in line. Reformer Train Steward just to increase its burnout. Nice. Now with Perils of Production, I actually just want to use it to get rage. Also, we'll get a bunch of stealth on that top line. Saves us a huge amount of hassle. And unlike, you know, lifesteal and stealth, or lifesteal and damage shield and stealth actually stack effectively. So yeah, we extremely have had rather the kill for a while here. Furnace tap. Right? That's what we're looking for, isn't it? Shroud Mitosis is actually not bad here either. We have 2 making morsels in this deck. Furnace tap only really matters if we hybridize. Does it only really matter if we hybridize? It's still a good card if we don't hybridize, right? Yeah, it's still good. Still good. Are we running a second floor? Like, really? It seems like we should. Is it a Wickless Baron second floor? With whom behind them? Go to the Merchant of Steel in the next area? Get an Umbra banner? Umbra unit to go behind a Wickless Baron? What's that? That's nothing. Yeah, I think this is a one floor solution. I think we pass. Draw, capacity. The only thing that I don't want here is energy. Draw. Okay. Okay, we'll go over here. I'm very confused by this run. My brain is blowing up. Apply daze to enemy units when they enter Pyro Room. Let's do capacity on the mid floor. Actually saves us if we do want to set up on the mid floor. And we should set up on the mid floor. More commonly, at least. So, sure, my jacks. And status effects. Okay, cool. We'll be trying to pass forward the Furnace Tap at least once or twice here. So we really need to get that Furnace Tap quickly. We should be totally okay with this upgrade, though. All right. Yeah, it's pretty quick to get that Furnace Tap. I want to train suit on the top floor for the possibility of the Collector. It's 100% fine if I can play no more cards until I draw my Perils of Production. And we drew the Perils of Production. Oh, you'll love to see it. And we've even got a petty theft target here. Oh, yeah, you'll love to see it. Okay, so now we just have 3 stealth, 2 damage shield, rage. We got a lot of Ember Drain on you, but we also have the ability to solve that Ember Drain. Unfortunately, because you have stealth right now, though, if we play this morsel here, it just dies. Bonus tap. I mean, we use that anyway, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Never mind, we're fine. That goes there, that goes there, and then we get the buff off. Sack you on the bottom line, and then wait. And basically, we'll do the same song and dance again. Hey, we got this with Burnout too, so it's not going to die in time. Can't go in the front line, so we'll put it in the back line, and then it'll hopefully die in time to give the Crucible Warden some useful stealth. Nice. Oh. Can any of this be useful? No, it can't. Okay, yeah, we wouldn't have the ability to petty theft no matter what. Have that unit in the backline killed, and then I'm just gonna murder you right back. Gain 5 energy whenever a tomb unit dies. These are tomb units. Okay, so... Hang on. I don't think I have energy problems anymore, and I don't think I even need to worry about Ember Drain. As long as we can play Molten Encasements, we're fine. Endless and Burnout 1 on a Molten Encasement right now would be so good. There is a Merchant Trinkets in the next area. Hellvent. I'm going to want to go for the Hellvent, I don't think yet. Merchant of Steel. Next Merchant of Steel is next to... Okay, good. That's good. Okay, we got a Merchant of Steel lined up. I don't think I need any of these, though. Gem Trove's a little useful. Okay. It's costly, but we also may actually be able to play it now. Subsuming Blade. That would be an interesting way to try and end up killing my Primordium consistently. Give it a holdover, and then one turn just use it to kill my Primordium. But then I'm passing forward Reform, then I'm passing forward Burnout, and as I pass forward Burnout, I'm just going to kill the Crucible Warden. Yeah, okay, so I'm not doing that. I'm never doing that, in fact. God, I wish I had Stalwart Snack on you instead, so you were around for a couple more turns. I think I'll pass here. Okay. Take a little bit more money and march on. I mean, is there something I want to dupe? It's Furnace Tap, I mean, obviously. And cutting 2 cards from the deck actually makes it so much more consistent. They'd be Train Stewards as well. That's actually really good. Saves us more money for later as well. So we cut 2 Train Stewards because we don't want them to be hit by the random reforms. We want our tombs to be hit by the random reforms, so it would make it really hard for us to play them. Gain 5 whenever a unit dies. Spells with Consume have a 50% chance to be discarded instead. It's that's a lot more Furnace Tap in the deck. Non-boss enemy units gain Multistrike. However, we also get a random artifact. As soon as we get the Molten Encasements out, this doesn't matter anymore. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to take this because they would actually shred through our damage shield and then just kill us really quickly. Hopefully, we don't have to set up on the top floor. Oh, okay, yeah, we definitely don't have to set up on the top floor. My god. Excavation Eruption gets 6 energy here. And then I do want to hold over the Perils of Production, so I'm going to pass forward Ember Drain this turn. It also passes forward Rage, so it is worth something still to us. Okay, increase the side. That Plink, unfortunately, is just short on the top liner. God. So I'd put that there and then Burnout on it. 3 damage. Okay, we're gonna lose some HP in order to do this, but this is how I use the Molten Casement here without buffing it, so that I still have some damage on the Crucible Warden for later. We use a Plink down here. Possibility of killing the Silent Marksman next turn with another Plink. Okay, that got the kill. Then we'll Petty Theft one of you and set up for a perfect Plink on the next turn. Unfortunately, that backliner is going to be damage. And yeah, we didn't have the ability to pass forward any Furnace taps. We just need to remove more cards from the deck to make that more consistent. There's an Unstable Vortex next to the Merchant of Steel, makes that more consistent at least. So that's handy. This molded brings back a Molten Encasement. Owie. However, even afterwards, we have the ability to buff ourselves up. Cool. So it's a nice thing that we can do, but it's not make or break in the deck. That is a really good position for that to be in, frankly, for us. This Molten Encasement won't die. I don't really want to put the Magma Morsel into it. I also don't really need to put the Magma Morsel into it at this point. I think we're done. Yep. Your Pyre gains plus 15 damage. Some things do leak through on early turns. This may actually end up saving us a decent amount of HP. Hard pass these, right? I mean, Emberforge could be something that I try and play on the top floor and just benefit from getting extra energy out of, but overall, it's never going to overwhelm our Ember Drain, right? So what usefulness does it actually have in the deck? Hard pass. We already have Engulfed in Smoke in the deck effectively, right? We don't need additional ways to accomplish the exact same things. Quick. Really good on this unit. Prevents it from taking a lot of damage against its damage shield. Burnout on one of these. Do I reroll for the possibility of Endless here? I think I do. Dang. Put Burnout on the other one, just so I can play them in the backline and have them die. Yep. Then the cuts should be the other 2 Train Stewards right now. I actually may want to just remove cards from the deck as well. Let's have a look at the Concealed Caverns first, though. Awoken Rail Spike, Waxen Spike, and Spike the Hellhorn. The thing is, sometimes we do have a ridiculous amount of energy in a turn. Honestly, I kind of just want the Awoken Rail Spike, not for decreasing the cost of things as much as for increasing the amount of cards that I have in a turn. So I can just draw excess if needed. All right. So the cuts should probably largely be Plinks right now. Let's get 2 of them out of the deck. Look into the next waves. So we're going to be going for another Merchant of Steel in the next area because that's another double removal. Okay. We can wait until then. Phil powers them up with armor. That's completely fine. We set up on floor 2 here, happily. Oh, You love to see it in the first turn. That's one of the reasons we duped it. Not just to have a second one in the deck, but also to have more consistency drawing them when I need them. Or rather, when I want them. You love to see the Perils production there. You simply do. Go. Petty thefts, and then probably just making of a morsel puppet on this line. Yeah, I prefer that. We can use the Awoken Railspike later. Push forward some more. Holy encasement. This has burnout, right? But it gets eaten, or rather, it will eat before it burns out, I believe. I'm not going to test that here, but I believe that is how that one works. Okay. You are kidding me. That hit 4 times, and it hit 2 times the frontliner and 2 times the backliner, missing both of the ones that would have given me energy back. It's not like I need the energy back, like, desperately right now, but still. Wow. Rude. Love popping a petty theft out there. You know what? All right, let's science. Yeah, that's gonna get eaten by the molten encasement. Let's have a look. Attack, 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 attack. Yeah, the molten encasement eats it and then extinguishes at the end of the turn. Okay, so yeah, we made the right choice. We don't want to... Them having burnout so those can be in the back line and not steal things, even on the turn that they burn out, is correct. Interesting thing here is I can just, like, double primitive and put them in the back line. Because they're not getting hit anymore anyway. Sucks to not be able to use the petty theft to the fullest extent right here, but oh well, it happens. And this is a molten encasement. Can go in front. Nice. So, we've become a deck that uses damage shield and stealth in order to defend this unit. And we're going up against Seraph the Chase, so we just need to scale ridiculously if we want this to work. Apply Endless to a friendly unit. That'll apply Endless to both of my units, so if nothing else, it'll just save us. Go to the draw, obviously. A couple more cards from the deck, too. Double base Plink. I probably also want to get rid of some primitive molds soon. Large stone. Endless is the only thing that I'm looking for right now, but do I actually care about it? Do I legitimately actually care about it? I can use Remnant Pack to even put Endless on a Molten Encasement. I was thinking about putting it on the Primordium and then having it passed forward. No. No, I don't care. Let's remove 2 primitive molds. Deck is now 23 cards. We upgrade the champion one more time. Pass forward more damage shields. Or pass forward more damage. I think passing forward more damage, especially considering I'm giving a bunch of multi-strike to the target, is significantly more impactful. It's also worth noting the target has quick. Start a battle, enemy units appear on each floor. That's a problem, but I really like money, because money is more removals from the deck. I'm going to take a risk. Okay. Primordium, Crucible, Remnant on you. That got preserved. Interesting. Then we'll Molten Encasement the front line. right? So you attack 2 times quickly, killing the front liner here. And then the next liner doesn't even die. Hang on, I'm going to put this Molten Encasement there. Okay, and then get the full kills. And now, Endless got passed forward, so now we're both Endless. Uh-oh. Feels like we're dying? Oh no, Excavation, Eruption, and Plink could pull me out of this next turn. I think we have to rely on getting Excavir up next turn. Come on. Okay, we got Excav Eruption. You take that buff. Excav Erupt the top floor. Then we can Petty Theft you. Plink kills the backliner. You'll love to see it. We'll go for an Antumbra here as well. And then no need to chump block or anything like that. Huh? When this unit dies, eaten. Cards can eaten. This works? I thought this was removed. I thought, well, okay. Okay, it doesn't come back with Multistrike. Yeah, it makes sense, but still. How dare you? We'll take 10 damage on the top floor. Yeah, take 10 damage on the top floor. Yeah, so it turns out Endless actually does prevent it from going to the Eaten pile. I did not believe that was the case. In fact, I was almost certain that was not the case. In fact, I'm pretty sure that it was changed for that to not be the case, and then it was somehow changed afterwards for that to be the case. Huh. I mean, you love to see it. You absolutely do. Petty Theft, just gotta guarantee that. Then molded back the molten encasements. Don't want to Wicklash that. Don't want to keep it around for longer. Oh, Blink. Fine. All right. Well, we found a pretty ridiculously broken way to do this. Let's give you Endless. Put this one there. I don't want to pop it there. I don't want to give it a bunch of lifesteal. Sorry, a bunch of Multistrike, bro. All right. Let's see if this is enough. Okay. Turns out it was. Turns out it was. Ember Cache is a way to get some extra energy in the deck, but do I need it? Kind of, actually. The extra energy could help us out a little bit early with the Awokens. We just don't want to take many more cards. Intent on Death does have an effect. It's just, I think it's another way of accomplishing what we can do just by killing the target and then bringing it back. As much as I want to dupe, I think it's just spell focus, right? Just try and make a lot of these lower cost. Make it easier to play them. Obviously, remove 2 more cards from the deck. Oh, but over here I could hit Endless as well. Okay, actually. Endless? Endless? Dang. Okay, we failed on the Endless, but at the very least we do get the dupe from over here. When a card with Consumer's Blade restore 5 Pyre health, I think that actually might be important. I'm going to take that and reroll. Firestone Housing. I mean, even give to it? It already has quick and multi-strike. Unless there was another multi-strike here, I don't think I go Firestone Housing. I actually like the infused mallet right now. We're going into the Seraph the Chase fight, so we've got Light Wings and Shade Wings to look forward to. Okay. Thought that was a removal space. Oops. Oopsie doopsie. Hopefully it won't matter. In fact, unless something goes like terrifyingly wrong, it really ought not matter. Especially if we get the Remnant Pact in the opening hand. Oh my god. I'll tell you what, I'm playing a lot of consume cards. I really need some damage for those units. Thank you for a lot of those units dying by their own accord. There we go. There's the damage I was looking for. Perfect. I'm okay with taking that much. Let's go with that here, and then hold over that. We're going to use the Awoken Railspike to huge impact this turn. Simply ridiculously huge impact. Do I Primitive Mold back the Molten Encasement? I think I do. And you go in the back line, and then draw and cost reduce the heck out of hell all over this deck. Nice. Love passing that one forward. I actually need both of these to attack, otherwise I don't lose the Molten Encasement, so I can't use my Plinks or Petty Theft here. However, there is another flaw where that is not true. Yeah, despite the fact that burns out this turn, we've noticed how the interaction works, so I also can't even Gem Trove because it would protect the Molten Encasement too much. God, so I'm done. Let's Plink on the bottom line and then pass. I mean, Petty Theft and then pass at least. Gimme. You gotta love it when they're all low cost. Give you Endless? Sure. Have some Endless Bud. Capacity, draw. Nice. And then we can Primitive Mold to get the other one back. Put you in the front line. And make a morsel. Pop that in the very back. Alright. At this point, I'm pretty keen to just, like, play down this and then draw the rest of the deck again with the Awoken Railspike. The Refracting Lens and the Wing Clippings are working together here to full heal us in this fight. This would have turned out to be a ridiculous score modifier previously, because I believe if you healed past your... Like, back ages ago, back when the game was still in beta, I believe it was, if you would heal in a fight, it would count as, like, taking negative damage and give you a ridiculous amount of points. It's a pretty wild time to be alive. Nice work, X-Cav. You might as well just get some morsels down too. And Blink and hold off. Oh, yeah, no, we're officially buffing a Molten Encasement now. Whoops. Unfortunately, we let it survive. Now it is dead, and we can return to buffing the rightful owner of these buffs. That we're not really giving you much multi-strike right now. We're giving you a bunch of damage at the absolute least, though. Behind as well, and then rail spike him. Are we out of furnace taps, I think? Yeah, we are. It's more than okay, though. Get all those extra units out there. All right, let's see if this turns out to be enough. I've got a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night, but I've also got a feeling that we're going to be fine here. And we'll even get back one more molten encasement. Pop it down. Bye-bye. Man, Crucible Warden is dang good. It's just dang good. Obviously, having some extra furnace taps in the deck is also pretty good. Hey, would have been nice to have another one. You know, if I'd gotten a Hell Vent instead of a space that duped a random card in the deck. That's definitely what happened, and no one can prove otherwise. For the moment, though. Ooh, you love to see it. Look at that crown, baby. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train Friends and Foes. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Something I'm going to start doing, I forgot to do it at the top of this episode, but something I'm going to start doing is in the description, the first line of the description, I'm going to always put the challenge code that gives you the seed that I will be playing on. So future episodes will start with, hey, if you want to play along, if you want to have the run at the same time, or if you want to play along to the side and see how our paths diverge, or if you want to experiment with the run yourself, then here you go. Voltage Grave Satan. Voltage Grave Saturn. And then I'm going to just have that in the description down below for you to access, so you can do that if you so please. It will be exactly the same as mine. And hell, there's even a leaderboard at the very end that'll compare our scores. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.